Jon Woods is General Manager of Coca-Cola Britain and joins me now. So, Jon, in the UK, there's 36 million plastic bottles bought every year, every day. Only half of them are recycled. I mean, do you feel a moral obligation to address that?
Well, I want to get them all back. So I want all of our plastic packaging back because I don't want to see it lying at the side of the road or on a beach any more than anybody else. I think there's three things that we can do to actually encourage more recycling and get more of the plastic back. The first is we've announced today that we're going to double the amount of recycled PET that we use in all of our plastic bottles, going from 25% today to 50% in the future. That creates a market for recycled plastic and creates an economic environment in which those recyclers can prosper and create and deliver the products which we need for our bottles. That's the first thing.
Greenpeace say you're already targeting 40%. Is 50% that much of an increase?
Well, it's a stretch because actually the maximum we could get to is just over 50% because today, as you said, only 50% of bottles are actually recycled. Just over 57% to be precise, right, are actually recycled. So we're going to get above 50, which is a huge step forward. In fact, we're already doing more than anybody else in our industry to use recycled plastic, but we're going to double down on that and double to 50. The second thing we're doing is we're going to launch a new marketing campaign because sometimes consumers just need to be reminded to recycle. So we're going to launch a new Coca-Cola marketing campaign called Love Story. It features two plastic bottles who fall in love and are recycled and meet each other again and again and again. And we're going to try and use the brand to connect with consumers and encourage them to recycle more. And the third thing is we're calling for a reform of the existing recovery schemes because they're not working as well as they should be. Right. We get 57% of our plastic bottles back. Actually, the best in class around the world is above 90%. So we know as a country and as an industry we can do a lot better.
Why not move to glass bottles and have a deposit scheme?
Well, we do some glass bottles already. Plastic packaging is actually very lightweight, efficient, safe, convenient packaging to use. We use some glass bottles, particularly in pubs and clubs. Deposit return schemes, which have been talked about for some time, I think I'm entirely open to a deposit return scheme if it's well managed and it's sufficiently run.
Because, I mean, your parent company is pretty much against deposit return schemes around the world. Why have you been able to persuade them that Britain's a different case?
Well, actually, we use deposit return schemes in multiple countries around the world, several European markets like Germany, some states of the US. They exist around the world, and Coca-Cola is part of those schemes.
But shouldn't glass, I mean, on the basis that a plastic bottle can take 450 years to break down, I mean, shouldn't we just be using glass anyway because it's so much more easily recyclable?
Well, but actually, the carbon footprint of using glass is significantly higher. It's heavier material to use, it costs more to transport, etc. So actually, the carbon footprint is quite high. The only time plastic becomes a problem is if it's not recycled, if it's thrown away. So I think the best way forward for us is actually to drive up the recycling rates. That's why I'm targeting 50% recycled plastic in all of our plastic bottles, and also using the marketing skills that we have as a company to encourage more consumers to recycle.
All right, Jon Woods from Coca-Cola GB. Thanks very much, and come back and tell us how you get on when you hit the target. Thank you.